guy kicked a cat and could face a year behind bars. That's the story of Andre Robinson, a New York City man. The incident was caught on video and it's gone viral. And I want to issue a warning. We're going to show the video. So turn away if you don't want to see it or you don't want your kids to see it. The video shows Robinson reaching down to the cat before violently kicking it, hurling the defenseless animal through the air, while Robinson's friends, they all howl with laughter. He's charged with animal cruelty. That's a misdemeanor. Robinson has stirred up the ire not only of the Brooklyn district attorney, who says he takes the case seriously, but also animal rights activists from across the country who want the book thrown at him. Gary Francione is a law professor at Rutgers University, a nationally renowned animal rights activist, and once upon a time was my torts professor at the Penn Law School. Gary, as I think about this, would Andre Robinson be in so much trouble if he'd kicked a person?
Probably not, Michael. I mean, if he kicked somebody and didn't seriously injure the person, the police probably wouldn't even have responded to a call. I mean, they wouldn't. Nothing would have happened to this.
He probably would have been offered a plea deal and certainly wouldn't be looking at any jail time. So make the argument that in this case.
No, actually, I would actually say the police probably wouldn't have even charged him, let alone had him looking at a plea deal. I mean, I don't think anybody would have taken this seriously at all. I mean, look, Michael, let me be clear. I think what this guy did is wrong. And it's, you know, there's no doubt about it, it's wrong. But there's a certain amount of lynch mob and hate mongering going on about this guy that it actually, quite frankly, makes me uncomfortable, because a lot of it is reflecting some racism. I mean, it's much the same as Michael Vick's situation, where people are really outraged at what they did, and there's a lot of really vehement criticism that gets very close to, if not, you know, becomes racism. But the problem, Michael, is that, you know, we are morally schizophrenic when it comes to animals. I mean, we kill 58 billion land animals a year, probably 1 trillion sea animals. These are animals that are sentient. They are subjectively aware. They are capable of feeling pain. They value their lives. And we eat them, and the best justification we have is that they taste good. Let me ask you, Professor, about another aspect, perhaps, of our schizophrenia. What occurs to me about this case is that a cat, and you correct me where I'm wrong, is regarded as chattel, personal property. God forbid if that cat were taken to the vet and there were an incident of malpractice, the person's redress would be limited to whatever they'd paid for the cat, and that would be it, much like if it were a table lamp. So in that regard, the law says, well, this is just personal property, and yet with regard to Mr. Robinson, he now perhaps faces significant punishment for having kicked the personal property. It doesn't seem as if the law squares on both those levels. Do you follow my question? Animals have no value except the value that we accord to them. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that there's something very, very strange going on here. Look, if they put this guy in jail, it makes us feel better. It makes us feel that we're humane and he's inhumane. But the reality is we're all Andre Robinson. We're, you know, those of us who are consuming animal products and, you know, eating them and wearing them and using them or whatever, we're participating in the same sort of, you know, direct harm to these animals. I get it. And, you know, the argument is they've locked him up. We can go back and enjoy our steak now. Yeah, exactly. Look, Michael, there are going to be people who are watching this who are, you know, eating their animal foods while they're watching this segment, shaking their heads, saying, yes, exactly, outraged. And they're saying, well, you know, and Michael, you know, you remember from law school that it doesn't really matter whether, you know, you shoot the person or you pay somebody else to shoot the person. So the fact that Andre Robinson did it directly, or that Michael Vick did it directly, and we go to the supermarket and buy our steak or our eggs or our dairy or whatever, it doesn't make it morally different. It's morally problematic. We've got a problem. We've got a serious problem in terms of how we think about animal ethics. Professor, good to see you. Thank you very much. You look good. By the way, we called Mr. Robinson's attorney for a comment, and he did not return our call. And the good news is that the cat is healthy and was adopted.